and next week be Gate Garden Zone by Ruberjig.
I've seen this level so long
I think
in
I
development.
remember that level.
I actually like this, and I was actually really surprised at how low ranked it came. It's a wholesome level.
I think this is like my 4th place vote, and when I say like the place.
Oh, this day. I thought it was this low. I thought it got higher.
Oh, this is my game right here.
I mean, this is like in the middle of the ratings, right? Yeah, this is like exact middle.
Yeah, and this is a really high quality stage for getting, perfect middle.
Yeah. Very tragic that the things that say they give you 100 points don't actually give you 100 points.
Oh.
Yeah,
or 500.
See, this is the other stage I was talking about where it feels like it was built for a slower character. Where it's definitely well designed, but like, imagine like standard PS1 collectathon.
Interesting.
I will say.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
I would say this level has a bit better scale than some of the other ones. Just like, you're right, but not as much as some of the other levels.
Yeah, it's just like, if you were playing at the speed of, normal PS1, collectathon characters, or what I found out on repeat playthroughs, Fluffy Tails, this stage is really nice.
Huh.
The Knuckles path was... okay, so my impression of this stage, I actually had a really negative impression, but that was because I was marathoning 4 reviews in a row. And so I played this stage immediately after Zaxel's stage, and so it was like, I still had the lingering frustrations of Zaxel's stage in my mind, and so I probably was too hard on this one. I did not like the Knuckles path. And if you notice, everything in the stage has no climb. Everything.
Yeah, that really frustrates me as a Knuckles main.
A lot of things have no climb, but it's really inconsistent.
Yeah, I understand the thing he was going for, where it was like, you only climb on what I want you to climb, but that's completely different from the normal design, and that's kind of hard to get used to.
Well, but the thing is, Knuckles' low jump height is because it's like, hey, if you have a jump that Sonic can do no problem, then Knuckles just has to climb a little bit instead. And so it's like, at that point, a lot of your jumps get to be like Knuckles just barely makes it, but it's like you get the stair-step height bonus when you make a jump, which is like, if you need to rely on the stair-step height bonus when you make a jump, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot, again, of those PS1 collectathon games where you only use your character's main ability when the game tells you to, where it kind of like de-incentivizes creative usage for instead what the designer wants you to do, but that is the style itself, and that's something I could get used to.
My thing is, it's like if you have a character that has like 10 abilities, but you only use each one contextually, that's fine. Knuckles' playstyle defines how he looks at the world.
Yeah, that's... I mean, this map has a lot of really cool elements to it.
That's where that goes.
Like, no, I don't know why more maps haven't done this half-pipe thing. It's a little bit hard to actually get it to work right, but like, it feels just like the classic games where you can just go back and forth and gain height. And I kind of feel like the level doesn't use that very much, except for in the first room where you can use it to get a secret with Sonic.
See,
other than that,
what? For the 2 and 64 experience, I think I gotta be playing Amy for this.
Oh, this.
I think, like I was saying, Fluffy Tails works for the stage a lot, and when you get into that mindset of like PS1 collectathon games where you're going at a nice slow and methodical pace, I think that's where the maze works, and I know people had a lot of issue with the maze because it was a maze, but if somebody wants to design a maze, you can't tell them, don't put a maze in there. It's more like,
yes, I can.
Make the maze fun. That's what you got to think about.
I can definitely tell somebody
Mazes,
don't put a maze
mazes
in
can,
that.
mazes
Everyone,
can
don't
be
put a maze
engaging
in
if done
that.
correctly.
Oh god, I know Cherub. I'm explaining it in a bad way, but it's kind of like, instead of saying don't make a maze, say
Don't make a maze.
Ask how can you make the maze fun.
Lazy
My
moment, don't
issue
make a maze.
personally is that the maze, this maze isn't fun. It's not as bad as Valley Falls. It's definitely better than that, but like, it's just a regular hedge maze. There's nothing special to it.
Yeah.
And when you're playing a Sonic game, a regular maze, I don't want to experience that. I want to go fast and do platforming.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole like theme of this stage, where it's like very obviously not based off of a normal Sonic game. It's a PS1 collectathon.
Can I just say, like, the funniest thing about this stage was the arrow that just says straight up gun. Like,
wait, where's that?
Spectorious, go back to that set. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh, wait, where am I? Wait, I'll just switch to Tails.
Yeah.
Wait,
back to
wait,
things,
you're talking about this?
Yeah, just gun.
Gun. Oh, yeah.
I forgot about this, you're right.
For your neutral special.
I've using multiplayer strats to do things I'm not supposed to. Also, off topic, but I don't know why, but I really like these diagonal like chain swings. I just think they're really cool to interact with. I just wish they were a bit faster.
Yeah.
I actually wish Castle Eggman kind of did this.
I love the diagonal swings as well. They don't do a ton. Oh, this room?
Wait, let me see if Knuckles.
I'm interrupting myself, but
I can't.
There's this room where you're supposed to like bash a block near the checkpoint with your spin dash. I got stuck in this room for like 30 minutes.
I have no clue where I'm
bathroom
supposed to go.
I did not realize. I did not realize this block was here.
I had the luck of Ruberjig telling people in CS you can bust the gray blocks before playing this stage, so it went quite smoothly for me.
Yeah, I was really stuck there for a long time, and I think I eventually like no-clipped through a wall because I wanted to get through the level.
Oh, that's like a custom half-light. That's like a custom light.
Oh, the texture lights on the ceiling. The skylights are great. I love those.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure are actually a Techno Hill Zone, just recontextualized.
No,
okay.
They're not. Techno Hill's lights are much smaller and are not dithered like this.
Huh. I swear they were.
Nope. Well, they're not dithered.
There is dithering on them, but not to that extent. I believe.
The dithering on the Techno Hill Zone skylights are completely vertical, where on here it's checkerboard pattern.
Yeah, I think he made custom textures for this. Like, the wall is custom by him.
Here's the maze.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this.
This is where I would know.
Big wall, the GFC wall kind of replacement texture. It looks really nice. It's a cool aesthetic.
Also, gotta say, not a fan of the use of invisible walls in the maze.
So
I mean, pretty much invisible walls. Man.
So I got through the maze and then I died because I got stuck in the water, but either there wasn't a spring or there wasn't a spring.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
And there was no checkpoint after the maze. So I respawned at the checkpoint before the maze, and so I said, okay, whatever, I'll just skip it, and so I switched to Tails, and then there were invisible walls over the maze.
Yeah. It's not that I don't like the fact that you can't escape the maze. That's one thing. I obviously don't like the fact that the maze exists, but the real thing is that invisible walls, you have to be so careful with those because they can really frustrate people. And there's another map that
like,
I mean,
I personally think like if invisible walls are used incorrectly, for me personally, they can be quite immersion breaking. Because like it begs the question like what's physically stopping me from going past this point where I can clearly see this tangible ground in front of me.
I have one last thing I want to say about this level before we leave. In the last room, in this big pool of water, the bottom of the water FOF is visible. It should be underneath the ground, so you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to comment that Lars dancing as Tails. That's like in perfect syncopation with the song.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good with this map.
Something I gotta point out that I really like is just the look of this last room in general. If you go like from the back and go forward, this kind of foresty area and the lighting, it looks nice.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I just noticed something in the end of the level at the signpost. These metal bars only work properly in OpenGL. In software, you can see the cyan-colored backing texture. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, that's happened a lot. I think it's because he's using a wrong FOF type, but also he only plays in OpenGL, and I've playtested some of his levels before, and it's a consistent error.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta playtest in software. As much as you might not want to.
Yeah. Did I just come back just in time?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys ready to exit level?
Yeah, say less.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever.